Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, days and thems, welcome to that one. And may I introduce to you today's guest, Raku. Hi, how are you doing?
Hello, hello. How are you? How's everything else, though?
I am doing mighty fine. How about you?
Not bad, not bad. Finally glad I'm home. Oh my gosh, it's been a morning.
It's
It's been a day. Oh,
ah, it's a bit of a belated show, but hey, late night talks can't hurt, you know. The kids are asleep.
hey, no. Oh, late night. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect timing, I guess.
Would you
How's
like to?
everything?
Would you like to introduce yourself to Chen?
Okay. Hello, hello. My name is Rocco in Prime. I am a VTuber, a blue-haired VTuber who's AI virus. I play games I believe every Friday or Saturday. More or less I focus on lots of Risk of Rain.
Mm.
I don't know why, I just really liked it. And just random games every like Friday, usually with all my friends. It's usually really fun. Actually, I think also that's how we met, just through random Risk of
No,
Rain things on my server.
no,
Oh my
we met
gosh.
through Penta actually.
Oh yeah. And then we just ended up collabing once in Risk of Rain. It's
Yeah,
great.
I like
Uh,
I was good friends with Penta before Penta like did all the quick cuts and stuff, and then I was in their
mhm.
server, and then you're like, I like you. Come into my server that isn't open yet.
Oh my god, the server was still not even touched. It was like, uh, no, it was literally the other server that I had before it. I was like, he was existing, and then suddenly unexisting, and I was like, oh boy, that's not good. So I was like, let's get everybody that I know in here. Let's go.
I was like, at some point I'm like, I really should get active in Ruckus server. They like specifically like invited me.
Yeah, and then everybody know. I think how many times have we changed your nickname in the server?
No, I just asked Ludi to change it to something funny.
It's adorable. I love it.
I did not change my nicknames in service, by the way.
Oh my gosh, it's like just like what is it now? It's just angry for it. No, it's just
Angry for it. Exactly 3 times. Well, do it again.
I'll do it again. Oh my gosh.
uh,
Uh,
God, the world is small. I noticed today. I,
hmm?
the world is very small sometimes.
Oh my God. I always have this I have this song because I whenever so where I'm around I went to Disney like once a few months ago and they have this ride. It just sings
It's a
"It's a
small
small world after all."
It's a small world after. Yeah, we were singing that earlier.
Dude, I was every time that's stuck in the back of my head when something like weird happens. I always be like you always run into somebody who's a friend of a friend who knows someone and you're like, "Oh, I happen to know that person too." Me too. I'm like, "Oh wow."
Here's what happened to me earlier. So there's this person that Sophie met somewhere, right?
Hmm?
She like joined her stream, and I'm like yeah, let's like follow like Sophie's new friends. And then suddenly I'm like, I'm already friends with this person. What? And then I checked the DMs and I'm like, wait, I know you. I've actually did a monsters with them before as well.
Oh my God. Okay, so here's my thing. I'm terrible when I'm terrible with names. I will not lie. Well, I look at somebody's PFP. Most people don't change their PFPs for years or
Yeah.
months sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm telling people if you change your PFP and don't let me know, you might as well be gone in my list. Like who were you? I don't know. Oh my God. Like at least I know if I found a ferret, it's you.
My profile pictures usually stay my visage, and my nickname never changes, like my actual name. So
Oh my God, I had a friend who's rebranded like 4 times in a year. I'm like, dude, please stop. I won't be able to remember who you are anymore.
yeah, done.
And then I had a friend who would change their PFP. They used to have a coordinated PFP and banner
Mm-hmm.
every single day for a year.
Oh my
All of
god.
their characters. I was like, dude, one day you're blue, one day you're red, one day you're yellow, one day you're blue again. I'm like, I can't find you, man. I'm sorry. Like, I'll remember you fondly when you were the blue one.
It becomes yellow one. Who are you? Becomes the blue
Who
one
are
again.
you?
I know
It's like,
you.
it's like, new phone, who this? Oh my god. Oh, Ludi's saying we have changed his nickname exactly 3 times. Ludi, I swear. Oh my gosh. But yeah. It's the other day I ran actually so I happened to like one of my there's this one streamer that I used to follow. I don't play League, but I do just like to watch it from time to time because I used to do Dota when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this one streamer that I used to follow, I used to watch, and they were like pretty big. I was like, oh damn, I love it. Yeah, so my brother-in-law knows them in person, and I'm like, hey, it's a small world after all.
It's this one. For me, oh god. This okay. So I used to like hang out at this gaming store with friends, right? And the person behind the counter was also a friend, right? Someday, I just find out they're the step nephew of my half sisters, and I'm like,
What?
wait, one? Basically, they're the step nephew of my dad's previous marriage.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, I just noticed.
he's not my step nephew.
I just noticed you're a cute maid.
Yeah, it's my mom's side friend.
Hold on. Hold on. I have to be in order in here. Hold on 2 seconds.
Oh, Red One has a new
There we
maid.
go. Ta-da!
Can I see your
Let's go.
resume?
My resume. I've been in I don't know 3 people's houses, and they always end up being uh, mm, well, I'm always there just like one day though. The next day they just send me home and the person can barely walk. But it's a different story.
No, but the reason for the maid outfit, lore-wise, my character Asto owns an
Hmm.
interdimensional cafe that serves cookies and drinks.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah,
So I think mine just did mine because I just thought maids were cute.
maids are cute.
I was like, you know what? Because my character's lore is so loose. It's basically I was just a computer virus that needed oh my god. Okay, so it all ties up to being a lewd tuber. So the first time I had a mo I so I was going with me just being a virus,
Mm-hmm.
but then I was like, wait, that doesn't work. Because how is he supposed to get physical with people? Because I remember there was one person, my first piece I was gonna give it to someone. I was like, it's people just don't question it. But then I was like, wait. This doesn't make sense. How would this person be able to stick it in a virus?
Homework folded.
So I had to logic that around. I had to say, hey, you know what? No. Okay. So mine ended up being a computer virus that takes over a a doll from an adult store, basically,
Mm.
and end up being gets in there, and their job was to destroy old culture content. They take over the body overrides it, and now like wants to protect it and have and experience it and be more human, I guess.
Mm.
And that was basically the whole thing for my character. Can then make sense because then I was like, okay, now it has a body. Now they could do whatever they want to it.
Now they have a body.
Like it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
I had to make it sense, or else it's one of those things that in my brain I'm like, it has to connect.
Yeah, if it makes sense, it makes sense. You wouldn't stick your dick in a PC, you know?
But
Right?
yeah. Hmm?
Right? A lot of
I'm
question
like,
marks.
just question marks everywhere.
Anyway, next question. What are your
Yeah.
hobbies?
Uh, let's see. My hobbies are well, outside of work, I like I'm more or less just I do have a side projects. I run a certain cultured site.
Oh,
So that's one I just it's more like it's not really a job, but I treat it as a hobby because at this point it's been going for so long. So it's just I go for that and just that and just building Legos. Legos I love a lot. They're
Legos.
the best thing ever. I have in my closet right now the International Space Station. I have the Infinity Gauntlet, and I have the bonsai tree thing that came out last
I
year.
I have the bonsai too.
I haven't built it yet. I have it, and I bought the light set to make it so it's pretty Sakura ones.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
I made the Sakura ones and it's on my dining table.
Oh my God, I bought the light kit for it. So there's like a battery powered one you can put in the bottom.
Oh.
It makes it look so pretty.
I have done some Lego streams actually in my years.
I've been meaning to do one. I wanted so when remember the spaceship that was supposed to go that NASA was supposed to launch?
Yeah.
The so I went to visit to go watch the launch twice. Went there twice. First time, then it got delayed. I went the second time, and I just didn't feel like going a third time. To me, it's like Jesus. Let me see, miles, 2 kilometers. It was 320 kilometers one way from my house.
What
I
the
drove
hell?
that from my house to Cape Canaveral and then back twice.
Oh god.
I can't believe it didn't launch. I hate it. I was so
Oh.
pissed. But yeah, like now I'm a very I love this I love space and love all that science stuff. I'm just a geek. I love it.
I just it's just like a series of coincidences for me. Like
Hmm?
people made jokes about like my name because my IRL name is Artemis, and like with the space thingy called Artemis, everyone was like, "Yo, they're talking about you on the news. You're trending on Twitter."
I so funny story. Funny story. So the first time I saw a space launch, which was like 2 years ago when I saw my first rocket go launch, the satellite they were launching was basically my mom's name.
Yo, that's cool.
So when we went there, they were selling pins, and it was Lucy. So they're selling pins and badges and stuff. So told my dad, you know what? I'm gonna go buy it. I'm gonna go buy one of these and send it to my mom. I told my mom, you're going to space.
Oh,
It's like, let's go.
that's so sweet. I think my mom has like a thimble that is from NASA. It's like a rocket thimble, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I just love everything there. I would do they sell things so expensively, but hey, you know what? Just a few things here and there. It's really nice. I have in my house we have cups, and I bought a paperweight in the shape of the Atlantis.
Ooh.
It looks really nice. It weighs like a pound, but it's really nice to look at.
Mm-mm. God, I'm just thinking about Legos. Like, I follow Legos, like what's gonna come up and stuff, and like there is a bunch of stuff coming out that I really want. Um, there's new Lego Indiana Jones sets coming first and foremost.
Indiana Jones is coming back.
Yeah, there's gonna be a diorama even. Um,
Oh my God! Now the thing is now locally where I'm at, they opened Nintendo Land. So
oh
now they're
yeah,
just releasing like Nintendo exclusive Lego sets that are being sold there. Oh my God.
uh, there's also um, wait, Rivendell from Lord of the Rings. They're gonna release this year somewhere. The
Dude,
complete.
I still can't wait until they release the Titis Titis now. What is it? That Lord of the Rings. No, it's not Titis.
Minas Tirith.
Minas Titty, yeah.
Minas Tirith.
Minas Tirith. minutes to
But
Wow.
Rivendell is gonna sell for $600.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And for 2024, the
Mm-hmm.
Lego ID set is a D&D set, and it's a Castle
Oh.
Keep set.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking.
Lego. Legos are just beautiful. I love it. They're
I
so expensive. That's my only
that
gripe.
that is very expensive. I did a Lego stream for the Millennium Falcon, but it was funded by Steam because it was for the anniversary. That it was like, um, that people like gave me money, and one of the goals was the Lego stream, and people wanted to see the Millennium Falcon. It was a 5-hour stream of me building the Falcon.
Oh my god. Like I said, I wanted to build the. So it was just a combination. It was uh originally it was when I hit 2K on Twitch. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I'm gonna do a Lego stream. But then Artemis was supposed to come out, so I was like, okay, let me coordinate it maybe one weekend. And then the weekend we're supposed to go up, it didn't go up, so I had
Oh,
to delay it. I delayed it, and then I still have it in my closet. I want to do it.
you
I'll do it
should.
one of these weekends.
The funny thing is, for my Lego streams, I
Mm-hmm.
went into my like plastic boxes of Legos, and
Mm-hmm.
I just built like a phone stand to have my phone like on above the Lego sets, so like people only could see like my hand and the Legos.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to get a GoPro and like strap it to my chest or something. I was like, this'll work, right? I was just gonna wear a hoodie and just have like just oversized hoodie covering my hands.
Mm. People went wild for my hands.
Wow. Like I'll see if do you have a highlight on your channel for it? I would love to see it.
I don't think it was clipped or anything,
Oh. Oh well.
sadly. Um, are there any hobbies you'd like to pick up?
Any hobbies? Man, I wish I could draw. I don't know how to draw though. I do have a tablet and everything. I could practice it.
Hmm.
I wish I could do some editing because there was like many times I want to just edit stuff, but
Hmm.
I used to when I was younger. I stopped because work, and now I wish I could do it again.
Hmm.
But I'm probably just gonna do it because everything's just been so busy. I just haven't been able to sit down that much to do things or try out new things. So
Hmm.
one of these days I'm gonna try something different and
Hmm.
see how it goes. Because I'd love to be able to put together some stuff. Because so many. I don't stream that often, but when I do, and there's something special that happens, I'd love to just kind of sit down and mod and edit it into like a
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. It is nice. I have a friend that I like asked like, hey, could you like edit some clips for me? I'll pay you back for it for each edit, and they like made very great edits. I'll send you some. I'll send you like a some after like the stream
Yeah,
because
yeah, I'll take a look at them.
they're very
I'd love
good
to see it.
edits.
But yeah, so that's probably the only one I want to try to pick up on, so I kind of self-edit some things because it'd be really cool to
Yeah.
just have some additionals.
Next question. What is the origin of your username?
Okay, so Rocco and Prime. So here's the main thing. So, uh, I used to have a friend in high school. Her username was Rocco and Neko. And I used to take Japanese when in high school, so I took it for a short while. And one of my friends, her name was that. And when I realized that Rockawin meant paradise, I was like, oh, I like that. So I kind of took that name for a while. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna use it in other places. I was like, just Rockawin, whatever, and I would just kind of throw it into places. Because my name here, you see it on Discord, it have one name, but I've been using Rockawin as well for other things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the the prime part came because I have a friend who has a name has a Greek letters like mathematical symbols for a name. So I was like, oh, that's really cool because he would shorten his name to just like to like alpha and a sigma. I was like, oh, that's so cool. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I what can I do to shorten it? So I was like, Raku and what? I was like, oh, wait. And I looked up like math symbols and I found that little Tyndall, little tick. next to something means prime.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, how about Raku and Prime, which is like primary paradise. And I was like, or like important paradise. I'm like, so like, okay, that works. So
Mm.
basically on Twitter, my name just became Raku and Tick. I was like, and now I just shorten it to Raku because Lord knows people can't pronounce Rakuin.
Mm.
It's weird. It's like it's not. It doesn't look that hard, but people just always stumble on it. So I'm like, hey, whatever.
I've talking about like names, like I've had like a customer ones,
Hmm.
and like they're they're saying their family name, and I just like felt pure instinct like spell it out while I'm typing in, and they look at each other and they're like, "That's the first time somebody actually like read that right."
That happened to me. So I always have the same problem with my IRL name. Um, Nobody can get it. Nobody gets it. I
Mm.
literally at work, I have a post-it with all the wrong names written down on it.
Oh my god,
Mm.
that's
Oh,
amazing.
I keep a tally. Some of them are common, so I just kind of put a tick next to it.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, once I went to a different state, and this lady got my name right first shot in a Wendy's, and I was like, ma'am, if I could tip you. The first person that got it right in like 10 years.
um,
Oh my God. People just get my name wrong all the time. I hate it.
the annoying part is like people with like names with different like spelling, um, you know, they can have different spelling, but they say it so fast that I can't comprehend what what the spelling is, and I'm just like, what?
The one that baffled me once, I saw it on Facebook once. It was Erica.
Mm.
You ever seen the way that Erica written like in a weird way?
I know with a C with a K.
It was spelled like that. It was Erica. To pronounce Erica.
What? Okay.
I was like, if I got that on the phone, I would probably just be like, ma'am, stop messing with me.
People got my dead name wrong all the time. Even my teachers got my dead name wrong.
Jesus. People can never get names right. It is one of the worst things. And the worst part is my name's in the email. People have written the name wrong, even though it's there.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I do.
guys, copy and paste it.
That's what I do with email addresses if I like make new customer cards. I just like take the email address, and if their full name is in it, I just like like copy paste it to their name, and I'm like done.
It's easier. It's right there. Oh my gosh. The worst part of it.
Names.
Oh well. One day, hopefully, we'll get people who just will look down before sending an email. They put my name as one of them was completely different letter. I have my email literally. I've gotten to the point where it's just one letter. It's G, just G. That's it. The amount of emails I've gotten to J, oh my God. I'm like, guys, how do you mess up a letter?
I love when I have Sophies at my cast register. Guess my girlfriend's called Sophie with PH, right? But in Dutch you have like an F version instead of PH. So I hear the name and I'm like, with PH or not? uh,
What's your name, man? What's your name? Oh, which version? What's your flavor?
what's your flavor? Next question. What's
Yeah.
the well, you kind of already explained the origin of your lord, but what's the origin of your channel? Where did it all begin?
Well, it was just so I kind of just made. I've had it for a few years actually already. When I first started using this Rocco and something, I think it was like, no, I did switch into it. I used to just have it as Rocco a mage for a bit,
Hmm.
but then I changed it just to just Rocco and Prime. It was. I think I made it, and then I just first started using it in 2021, I think. That's when I first used it. And it was I just started lurking people's channels and stuff. I just loved just watching random streams. I kind of used to tune in more or less just to Iron Mouse. I did like her a lot.
Iron Mice is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you can't tell me like Connor and Iron Mice aren't together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know Sea Dog VA, right?
Yes.
There is no way those two are not together. Like,
Oh yeah, they're probably in the same house.
they. No, they're not living in the same house, but they're definitely in a relationship because Connor literally bought for Mouse a very expensive, like a 3K, like neon light of Sailor Moon and shipped in and made it ship towards Mousy. Like, bruh. You can't
Yeah, they're
tell me
definitely together.
that you can't tell me that's just a friend's gesture, you know?
Well, I guess I mean, unless at that point, if they want to do it, but no, they're probably just dating at this point
Yeah.
or something.
Like, like, I love my friends very much, but I would not spend like 5K on something, you know?
The amount of
Just,
projects they're in at this point also. So, yeah, they're definitely like they're way too comfortable with each other not to be together.
Also, question: do you know what an elevator pitch is?
What a what?
Do you know what an elevator pitch is?
Elevator pitch?
Yeah,
Yes. Like a 15 second. No, you have 30 seconds or 15 seconds?
30 seconds to sell
30
yourself.
seconds.
Well, I want you to do that right now.
Oh boy. All right. Okay.
You
Okay.
want me
Okay.
to? You want me to count down?
Okay. One, two,
Two, three.
three. Hello, how are you? My name is Raku and Prime, and I am here to give you a fun time with many games and many friends. I am here to try to beat my Steam library one game at a time. Might prioritize on Risk of Rain and FPS games, though I'm willing to try basically anything with any friend as long as it's fun. And yeah, we have a blast. So if you want to come by and take a look, I'm here every week, at least twice a week, more sometimes three or four, depending on how crazy or how busy it gets.
Mm.
And I will never say no to a friend.
I'm gonna
And yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. That's the best elevator pitch I've ever had.
really.
Yeah, most of them were panicky and like
Just roll with it. Let's go. And it was exactly what 30. It was actually 32 seconds. Wasn't that bad.
I'm sold.
The elevator would have been done. Okay.
Um, next question. If you had to
Hmm.
rebrand, like you couldn't be an AI virus anymore, what would you be?
Ah. If I had to give up an AI virus, I would just be. I don't know. Probably choose an animal. I don't know which one though. Not a panda. Maybe a dog. Maybe a dog. Yeah, I would be a dog.
Like,
Yes. Probably a dog. Yeah, I'd probably become a dog VTuber.
dog VTubers are cool.
Dude, just the tails are fun.
Okay, here's
Mhm.
here's a question from Demon Star.
Oh.
Yeah, Demon Star made a question. She asks, if you had another universe version of yourself, what would they look like? What would they be?
The universe version of myself, like my OC?
Yeah,
Or
like
like,
for example, Demon Star Asto. Like Demon Star is the alternate version of me from another universe. It's kind of like that I mean.
okay. I think it would probably be. Hmm. I think it'd probably be just instead of like a blue, it would probably be like a red, maybe red jacket or something. It would be like completely alt, probably the opposite colors, and it would just be probably completely yandere or something.
That would be funny.
Instead of treating people nice, it'd be like just say, like let's just braid someone and see how it goes. Oh my god, that'd be mean. But she'd be a bully.
I mean, yanderes tend to be kind of bullies.
Mm-hmm. It'd be fun though.
Okay, next some streaming questions. Why do you stream?
Why do I stream? Because it's just fun to hang out with friends. Because most of the time I'm really busy, so I don't really have a lot of time to just kind of just hang out with people. So streaming more or less gives me a reason to kind of sit down and say, I'm gonna sit down, play a game, and get all my friends together. And then after that, I like the fact that people keep coming back is just still a miracle though.
Mm,
Hmm.
I mean, your content is very good.
Thank you. I try. I try.
Everyone tries, but you're just good at it.
Thank you. Thank you.
What skills did you develop through streaming?
Just talking to people, to be honest. I used to be very shy when I first started.
I get that because like, I've said this many times. Like, put me in the toy store now. Like 3 years ago, I would have been shy as shit. Now I'm literally cracking jokes to customers. Like, for example, they come to the cash register with the Jumanji board game, and I just jokingly say, "Look out, you don't get sucked into it."
Oh my god.
It gets a smile off them, you know? Or when they're like searching for like their customer card and they're like, wait a minute, and I just like say, ma'am, I have time till closing.
Yeah, like now I think more before I mean I was already kind of good with customer service, but like here I used to talk to maybe like two or three people. I would get like stressed when I was being in a room with more than five.
Yeah.
No, I'm used to being in rooms with like 20, 30 people or like 10, like up to 20 people we've had in a room, and it's crazy.
Mm-mm.
And I know how to still behave and still go about it,
That,
and then just be in and notice that people are on like streams, so I kind of been more outgoing, I guess.
yeah.
Just
God.
crack a joke here and there. It's crazy.
One of the funniest interactions I had with a customer who bought like a plushie. And I
Mhm.
told you before that we have like some things that are labeled with like stickers, right? And it was a plushie that was not like changed price. But this
Mhm.
woman came to me very angry, showed me the price ticket, like the label on the plushie, right in my face, and asked me, "What is this?" But I didn't know what she was referring to because she bought it at my colleague's like cash register. So I leaned forward like I would be in like some medieval like fucking storekeep, you know? And I
Mhm.
look at it, but I'm in work mode, so like I am not like joking at that moment. And I just look at it and I'm like, "Man, that's a price tag."
I I had a situation that I was like, ma'am, somebody was called me at work and I was on the phone. It's like, oh, what is this? I'm like, it's glass. I didn't tell her it was a door, so I'm like, oh, what is it made? What is it made of? It's made of glass. You're calling a glass shop. It's like, what else is it made out of, ma'am?
I I told the situation like afterwards to my manager, and my manager was like, "I mean, what did she say? Expect dumb questions get dumb answers."
Exactly.
But like just the fact that I was just blank in work mode, like my brain was in work mode, I just sat there without trying to joke. It's just funny as hell.
I mean, at this point, we just get you just if you do something, if you say something dumb, you're gonna get just a dumb answer.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't elaborate or try to be nice, then why would you be nice?
Yeah, that's true. Customers are dirty pigs. I'm just gonna say it out loud. I've worked in retail, like now, this is my first retail job, and I've worked in it for over like a year, almost 2 years. Customers are pigs.
Don't care about about your job. They just want to get their stuff and get out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like,
they don't care about the well-being of the store. It's like, hey, somebody else is getting paid to clean it.
yeah, it's like, oops, it's like 2 meters further. I can walk to there. no, let's dump this product here.
Like, I'm not cleaning it up. They're getting paid to. Yeah,
Meme.
people don't care.
Yeah. The funniest interactions are also the ones where, like, imagine I'm working at, like, the Hot Wheels section, and, like, a customer comes to me and it's like, hey, where are the Hot Wheels? And I just look right and I just do ta-da.
Like, where it's like, that's actually happened to me a few times. I've done that at Walmart before. I've gone to Walmart and I'm like, oh, where's the ketchup? And I'm like, literally, he's like, the condiment aisle. There it is.
When, like, a customer just enters the store and asks me something, I'm just like they're like, oh, where is this? I just point to the direction and I'm like, it's there.
No, I love how people say, "Are," when people ask you, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Ma'am, I work here. I know it's there." Like people don't pay attention.
Oh my god, we have a sign guiding people to the cash register. Somehow people always end up behind the cash register. And I'm just looking at them. It's not here.
They say, "Oh, like where is it?" No, it's right there.
Oh my god, the worst experience. This actually ruined my day that day. So I went to work in girl mode, skirt, leggings, right? It was summer. And this woman sees me work, and then she goes to the cash register. And for some reason, she felt the need to end every sentence with sir. And I'm just like, what the fuck? When she was leaving, I just, like, made the meanest face towards her.
People are just mean. Some people just are mean-spirited when they do things like that.
Yeah. Like, she saw me in a skirt and leggings, like, what would their pronouns be? Oh yeah, him.
Let's go with that guy. I'm like, no, they did the effort. Come on, man. Don't be like that. Some people just don't care. That's the worst part.
I literally told Sophie I want to rip her face off.
Like, that ma'am.
Next question.
She's lucky. She's lucky to be walking.
She's lucky to be walking and that I had to show this strings. Describe your community.
My community, so it started as basically it's more or less like a mishmash. It's got people of every different kind, and I love it.
Avrasai is in the food
Oh?
fam for 2 months.
My subs are like deafening for me, so I can't hear anything. I tried to change that. On normal subs it works, but on resubs I just get blasted again. I don't know what the problem is.
You gonna blast it with my music or something?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Now to re-ask the question, describe your community. Also, thank you for the sub, Avery.
Let's go. So my community, it's more or less like it's grown to be like a weird family because at this point it started with one or two people, one or two friends, then another one, then a friend invited another friend, then a friend another invited another friend, and then just cool people that I've ended up collabing with just end up hanging out, and it's grown to be like a circle of basically everybody just vibing really nicely. It's just gonna call it that because it's crazy. At least in my Discord, and everybody's just so nice. Like you can go in there at any moment, say hi, and people are just gonna welcome you. I think if you noticed that as well when you've been there, sometimes everybody just welcomes like, "Hey, it's Osto,"
Yeah.
and it's like imagine going to a store just and you just have people just going, "Hey, it's this person, let's go," and you're like everybody's just
Yeah.
happy that you're there. So everybody's just happy that everybody's there for each other, and it's a nice feeling to be able to go home and just sit down and talk to friends like that. It's like you can see people probably people disappear for a bit and come back, and people still get welcomed as if they were just there,
Yeah.
you know. So
That's such nice.
it's taken a bit it's taken a bit of balancing and taken a bit of just going back and forth with things, but it's just been really nice. It
One of
really has.
one of the favorite things about building your own community, seeing your
Hmm.
friends from like different branches of like all your friends groups like interact with each other, and it's just the most wholesome thing you see, and you're just like, oh my god, you know?
Oh my God, yes. So I have friends in like different, in all of their different groups. The funny thing is, I have friends that tell me, "Yeah, I kind of just rather hang out in your server." I'm like, "Why?" Like, no, because I like your server a little better. I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm not against it, but hey, you know, it's like some people just prefer like just want to hang out and just chill in my server and just kind of just do what they want to do. And it's just interesting to hear that sometimes because people are just I'm open to anybody. I don't say no to people. If you want to come in and join a VC, hey, by all means, just be nice. That's all you have to be, or just the rule of thumb just be able to read a room.
Also, to comment on Hero's comment,
Hmm.
I've noticed YouTubers are the most wholesome people you will ever find on the internet. They
It
might be
just
lewd, but they're the most wholesome bunch.
they are, dude. It's like you don't know it, but sometimes the most lewd people are just like like the most nicest.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amount of people like I've met, they just do that because it's fun. They don't just do it because it's just like that's not their way of life. They just like to put out content like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm like that. I just post a lot of fun stuff on Twitter, but if you just sit down and talk to me, you just go like, hey, no, they're pretty wholesome. It's something I get a lot for, and I still can't believe it. Like people stop telling me that, but I'm like, okay, I guess if you tell it to me 14 times, it must be true.
Happy raving noises and lewd and wholesomeness. Exactly, lady. It's
Penta,
Penta!
Penta, let's
Let's
go.
go!
I haven't seen Penta in a bit. I saw them last night.
Mm.
I miss Penta. Penta, I miss you.
Pentapog.
Penta Pog always.
I
Oh
have
my
a,
God,
I have a few clips with Penta on the channel.
oh, Penta's awesome.
And next question: if you're given the chance to be a professional full-time streamer, would you take that chance?
Uh, I've thought about it. I'll be honest. Knowing myself, I would probably just never leave the house again, and I honestly, unfortunately, I would not be a full-time streamer. I like being part-time. The thing is, I can appreciate it more.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot of time that I have, but it's a time that I have to play with friends. It it lets me like just appreciate be just the short time I'm with them more
Mm-hmm.
than if I was there with them the whole day.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I wish I could because sometimes I miss really fun things that happen because just work. But the it's really fun to see everybody interacting with all different types of branches. So just seeing the results of things like that or like the bonding that people do, it just really makes me happy. So just that, yeah. If I was if I was given the chance to full-time stream, I just probably wouldn't.
Mm.
That's just more or less how I go for that.
Mm-hmm. You're actually my first guest who said no.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's sorry.
No, not sorry. If I don't include myself, you're the only guest who said no.
Oh, okay. Because I like the relationship I've built with like my IRL customers.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, like some people I've talked to, some coworkers I met. And if I was at home all day, I wouldn't. I would just be on the internet. And I kind of do like the face-to-face interaction.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different. During the COVID times, it was just I kind of suffered for that. I was like, it was just really lonely.
Mm-hmm.
So during now we're back to normal. I'm able to hang out with people again. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm. If you weren't allowed to stream on any platform, what type of content creation would you do?
I'd probably still be putting out just saucy stuff on Twitch, on Twitter. like just that at that point. I mean, I will eventually sometime. Like actually, I did announce yesterday I was going to take a short break from streaming, just because I've been doing it for steady more than 50 weeks without stop. So I kind of said, you know what, I'm gonna just take 2 weeks, and then basically my whole mod team went, finally he's taking a break.
I'm. Don't worry, don't worry. I've also been known as the workaholic.
Oh, oh my God, if I sat down and talked to you about my side projects, you would know the level of insanity I've gone to.
Usually, when I make a poll of like stream or no stream, most people are like, "Fucking rest, you stupid furrin."
What is rest? What is naps? Oh my God, I have to my whole thing. I have to sleep more. I just barely sleep at this point. Yeah, it's a problem. I'll fix it eventually. But hey, what is the sleep schedule to a streamer, right?
Maybe get in the fucking bag.
Nebby?
Nebby, there's a Pokemon
Mm-hmm.
called Cosmog, but its nickname is Nebby through like the Pokemon game that it's in, right? And
Mm-hmm.
in the game, the character that has Nebby um, it tries to protect Nebby by holding them in a bag, but Nebby escapes the bag constantly. So the meme spread it out. Nebby, get in the fucking bag.
Damn it, Nebby. Get in the bag. Get in the bag now.
Yeah,
Don't fight it.
Nebby and Lily are fun characters.
Nebby doesn't want to be in the bag.
Nebby doesn't want to be in the bag, but Nebby should be in the bag because it's for its own safety.
Like, but we're reckless. We're not gonna be safe.
It's a legendary Pokemon.
Jesus. Okay, it can protect itself.
It's a little clown. Nebby, get in the fucking bag. This is the 4th time, damn it.
Oh my God, it's Nebby's like, no, I don't want to be in there.
You
Like,
cannot
I
hold
don't
me,
want to be in
woman.
there. You can't hold me. I'll hold myself. God.
Next
Yeah.
question.
Mm-hmm.
What are some tips you could give to newer streamers? Or even experienced streamers?
Well, for experienced streamers, I mean, I'm still learning myself. I wouldn't consider myself a wealth of knowledge in that regard. But to anybody who's starting up, just many people focus on trying to network, trying to make friends, trying to do things. And I gotta tell you, it's a really good way to do it. Don't be afraid to do things. Start on your own. Start with close friends. Try to do it with a friend or two. Try to never just be alone. I remember I since day one I've been blessed with having at least a friend to always be on VC with, and it's a special. It's a good experience to have people with you, because if you're there by yourself and it's just gonna drive you crazy. Now I understand people that say, "Oh, I only have like one or two people watching me," and when I started, I had maybe like 3 or 4 people. I remember, um, but the just being with a friend and not focusing on that for the beginning was really helped me just make stuff. Now, also in regards to Scuff, when people just laugh at Scuff with with VTubers, and you know what? You can just learn to ride with it. It's just a thing that happens. I've had scuff streams more times than not. Like literally last night I was lagging like holy hell, and I was just laughing about it because I was like, well, I can't do anything now. I guess I'll fix it next time. And you just get better and better as you do. And always watch back your VODs if you can. You can learn quite a bit just by watching things you do. Because if you watch yourself as basically the viewer at that point, you'll see things that you can go, you know what, I should have done that better, or I should have done this better, and you can take notes out of your own streams. That actually, I did that for quite a lot when I first started. Basically, I didn't know that my sound was terrible until like maybe a month in, and I was like, oh God, I have to learn how to fix it. And I had to learn a few people, talk to a few people, see what I could do, and maybe I had a friend or two, and then a whole bunch of YouTube videos. YouTube is your friend. Use it wisely. You can find a lot of stuff there. a lot of cool stuff to add to your streams too.
Mm-hmm.
And also, when you start up, you don't have to waste a lot of money. I just liked art, and I got a few things here and there, but just models, you can get a lot of free models. If you have time, you can modify them, do whatever you want. And you can just have a lot of fun with it. I mean, hey, in the end, unless you're going for professional, it's just treat it like a hobby. Have friends, make friends. Don't be too hard on your friends. Just be the best you can, and always treat people the way you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
And that just makes things more enjoyable for everybody. Because if you treat somebody bad, you'll regret it later. And just offhand comments can be really bad. So just always try to steer clear of drama. Try to always be friendly. And yeah, that's more or less what I try to go for. I tried not to never to get involved in anything crazy. So I just want to be the best person I can to friends, you know?
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
That is a lot of good information.
It's the best
Honestly,
I can give.
like about this stuff, like people tend to stress out and like emergency pull the plug. Don't.
No,
Unless it's
God, just
necessary. Or like
oh
remove the viewer count, just have fun. That's one
yeah.
that's a thing that I do. I just like streaming for me was a way of like repel my boredom because I used to have no job and I was just at home all day and I'm just like yeah, I'ma just like stream and just play games and just have fun. Like
That's the best way to do it.
for me, one of my best streams, in my opinion, was in my first year when I didn't have a lot of viewers. I had one viewer that one stream, and it was my mod. And I was playing a One Piece game, and they were like, "Ooh, One Piece! I've heard about this. Could you explain me more?" I've ranted 3 hours about One Piece, and I think that's the best stream I've ever had because I was allowed to talk about something I'm passionate about.
So my which actually I when I looked at the numbers, I was like, what the heck? It was my best stream, I think, was kind of dumb. It was my first time ever playing MapleStory on stream. So one of my guilty pleasures that I've had for years is playing MapleStory. MapleStory is one of those games that I've played since I was in 8th grade, and I've played it all the way through and through, all the way till now. And I just like every so often, whenever there's an event, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna load up the game. I'm gonna download the update, and I'll play it again, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we're going in again. And it's just been one of those games that I just haven't given up on, and I keep playing it, even though probably not a lot of people play it these days.
Me with
But
Figaro.
one day I decided to do, there was an event to try to, it was like a super special leveling event. And I set a challenge. I'm like, I'm going to reach the level cap for this character because they would give, it was 1 through 150 for free. Basically, you can just level up super fast.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole stream, I was just there by myself. Like all my mods weren't available. Like all of them, one of them had a party, one of them was at work, one of them was at this. So I was just me, myself, and I. And for the first time, I actually was there by myself with chat. That was it was a weird experience to realize that I had people in chat that I was actually interacting with. Because up to that point, I was still very bad with chat. Now I'm hyper focus on it, try to read whenever I can, because I that's the number one thing. People are there to watch you and interact with you if they can live. And if you don't interact with them, people just feel like they're ignored. And that's just really sad. Because when I've probably missed a few people that I've been probably been interesting to talk to, but I wasn't paying attention. So
Yeah.
that's another tip.
There are certain exceptions, you know, to the rule. Like, a
Yeah.
great example was, for example, monsters. I had this with Glacier, like somebody came in and disrupted the chat by like trying to grab our attention constantly while we're
Yeah.
playing.
But moderation, with moderation, If it's something completely outrageous and they keep going and going and going and going, then it's just bad. But if it's something like, hey, within reason, then by all means, they can they're entitled to ask a few things. Not entitled, but like it's nice to get like one or two comments. And if it's an interesting conversation, hey, you can have a conversation back and forth with chat.
Yeah.
Some people will keep going back, and you may give an answer, they came back. I mean, they're here in the end. They're here to watch and just kind of have somebody to hang out with, because it's basically a stream sometimes can be just it's just a voice call with more steps involved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some gaming questions.
yeah. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me turn on my light in my room. It's gotten really dark. I'm like, boy, I didn't realize it got dark. 1 second. My room just got. I was like, wait, I can't see my keyboard. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Gaming questions. What's your
Hmm.
favorite game of all time and why?
Okay, so my favorite game, my guilty pleasure is MapleStory. That's my number one game. I've probably poured a few thousand hours into it on my account. If you look at it, it just kind of reflects it. Now, latest game I've played that I kind of play a lot and I like is Risk of Rain. It's it's man, at this point, it's just at the tip of my tongue every time. I always say it when I introduce myself in a game and in a stream, it's like, "Hey, how are you? My name is Raku in Prime, and today we're going to be playing." And literally, Risk of Rain just comes out. I'm like, "No, we're not playing Risk of Rain today. Rain, stop!" Oh, I've literally that game. I've streamed it since I started. I've only so little thing. I've only been streaming for about a year at this point, a year and a few weeks. My first stream was December 29th. And actually, my first official stream date was January the 4th of last year. So that was my first stream ever, more or less, officially. Now, I've only streamed for about 600 hours. In Risk of Rain, I have over 400 hours in, and my first stream was hour zero of Risk of Rain. So
Aww.
yeah, so this game has carried my streaming career. I swear to God. Oh my God, it sounds dumb, but it's just that game. It's always different, and no matter how many friends you play with, you're always gonna have something interesting happening, or just friends just yelling at each other. It's one it, my my whole theory behind it is, if you can play a game of Risk of Rain with four friends, and they're still your friends at the end of the day, you're okay.
You're
If they don't
okay.
want to talk to you, you did something wrong. But
What
yeah, it's
is.
always fun.
Mm-hmm. What is your comfy game? Not your favorite, just a comfy game. A game where you're like, damn, I just wanna turn my brain off, just chill, hang out. What's that game?
Uh, Lately Minecraft, actually. I just got I just got a server back up finally, and I've been just playing, just hanging out in Minecraft. It's really fun. It's like it's one of those games where literally everybody was just hanging out and just build whatever I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I try to go survival because I like earning my materials.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just been really fun doing that, and that's just been
Minecraft's
lately.
Minecraft's very fun. My girlfriend like made a realm, and I've been like on and off playing on it. I'm not like religiously, just like, oh, let me play for a few minutes and then go off.
Oh my gosh. It's like just go on and go off. Improve a few blocks here and there is what I do. I more or less I've gone on. Last time I went on for like I streamed it for 4 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went on it I think for like an hour in between every day or two.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been pretty fun with that.
What genre of games do you like? I think you said earlier shooters. Is this genre that you like?
Preferably I like shooters. I like FPS games. They're just actiony. I just like moving around in games. There was a game that I used to play with, which unfortunately is down now. It used to be Blacklight Retribution. That
Mm-hmm.
game was fun. It was done by Hardsuit Labs, which I think does the new Killing Floor 2. And they it used to have a special mechanic that basically you were a shooter, you could run around and it literally had, you know how in games, in shooter games, when people can see through walls, they're hacking.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh my god, they could see me through the wall. No, this game actually had that as a mechanic.
Oh.
You had that for, you could literally look across a map and see people for like 2 seconds, and you're like, you could strategize how to get to them. But the thing is, they could see you as well,
Mm-mm.
so
Like,
it made it interesting for that regard.
what is a childhood game that you would like to be playing that isn't Maple Story?
There is one that I would never got to complete that I would love to just go through it again. I found it on Steam the other day.
Mm.
It is it's a military game. I remember when I was younger, I probably should not have been playing this, but it was Commandos
I
Beyond the
knew
Call
it!
of Duty.
I knew it! I knew it! That's my childhood game!
Freaking screaming in German. I was like, "What's going on? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in there as the medic," and then it would just get shot, and I'm like,
Oh
"Ugh."
my
Then you switch over to
god!
the freaking sniper.
Commandos. That's a childhood game of mine too. Oh my god. I was like, is Raku gonna say Commandos?
Like, you get a feeling.
Okay, I have a funny story, right? My dad,
Hmm.
so there's this like level in Commandos 2, where you have
Hmm.
to like find like the female femme fatale of the team, right? She's in this German
Hmm.
base. My dad, like, but spent like 3 hours searching for her around the map. He was like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. I started up the game and I found her immediately. I'm like, Dad, I found her. I was 6 years old.
My God, I remember that game. So I come from, I'm from a third world country. I come from South America. I'm from Chile. So we had I should have just said I'm from Chile. Wow, this full description. I don't know. So yeah, we had there was a game that I used to play when I was younger. That was so with that game, I remember my brother. It was yo ho hoed off off. It wasn't even off the internet. It was like these street vendors were selling games. So they had like a DVD with like all these games, and Commandos was actually one of them. So that's the reason why I had it. So, and it was the only one that would actually load on my very old computer because everything else just would not load right. That was all of them would burnt wrong except for this one. I never got to complete it because one of the levels was incomplete.
Oh no.
So that's why I'm glad that I found it again on Steam, so I can probably play it again.
I think I bought the entire collection where I'm like, yo, this is on Steam. Let me grab this entire collection because I used to have like the first Behind Enemy Lines and the second. I didn't have three. I know that.
Wait, there's a second. I know Beyond the Call of Duty. It's a Command and no, that's Command and
Okay,
Conquer.
let me open my Steam. I'm gonna check this. So Commandos Behind Enemy Lines, Beyond the Call of Duty, Men of Courage, and Destination Berlin. That's all of them.
Oh my God, you're gonna have me playing this for hours.
We should play this together sometime. Like strategize together. But like
I remember, yeah, I remember the when I was playing it when I was younger. In that and StarCraft, I used to do a lot of StarCraft when I was younger too.
I did it. For me, it wasn't StarCraft. For me, it was what's it called? Age of Empires.
I had Age of Empires 2. I remember my older brother actually gave it to me, and I played it. But it's another funny story. Basically, when I came to the States, because I live in the States now, the my computer was next to the air conditioning vent, and the game wasn't the CD wasn't the highest quality of disc ever. So when I put it into play, it spun up and it shattered inside the DVD case.
Oh no.
I was so distraught. It just went. All I hear is spin up and then explosion and then da 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 da. I was like, what the hell's going on? No, it was just exploded into a million pieces.
To come,
So sad.
yeah. Oh my god, I've had games that like died on me, and I'm like, no, not you. Everyone but you. To come back on Commandos, like when I bought it, like the collection a few years back, I'm like, let's put this up, let's try this. And I'm just like trying to figure out how to do it. And I'm just like at the same time thinking like, how the fuck did 6-year-old me play this game like an expert?
Like, how did I do it? And how did I know how to do it right?
Yeah. Like 6-year-old Asto knew how to play Commandos, and then 20-year-old Asto, or like whatever, Asto in her 20s can't even like do the first level without fucking up. You know?
Patience. It's the patience we lack.
My child me had some sort of like sixth sense.
Like,
shut down. Sometimes, like, revisiting childhood games is a bad idea.
no, because that's also, I ran into that. I remember playing Warcraft 2, and I went back to it, and I could not play it. It was just, because I got used to Warcraft 3 when it came out. It was like nice and 3D and isometric. Warcraft 2 was so bad, was so low in resolution and quality. I was like, I can't touch this. I can't. I remembered it better in my head.
Yeah, I had this, I tried playing some old, like, childhood games. So I did, like, Toy Story 2, which still holds up to this day.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was playing Bugs Life. And Bugs Life was a lot better in my head than I remember it. But because the gameplay got, like, very still very fast. And I'm just like, damn.
It was within the limitations of back when it came out.
Yeah, this is like PS1 era of Nintendo 64-ish, you know?
God, there's another one that I remember. There was a spy game in PS1 that I really liked, but I was never able to complete it. I forgot the name of it though. I wish I remembered it. It was like so I used to own a PS1, then I had a friend over. I looked away, and then he took my PS1.
Am I too quiet? Test 1-1. Mic check 1-1. Am I hearable for you, Raku?
Yeah, you've been fine.
Okay. Might just because I wasn't talking. Spy game.
Maybe.
I'm thinking of a spy game.
Yeah, I don't remember spy games in PS1.
The only like old spy game that I know is like Spy vs Spy, but I think that's Xbox. Also, question for the redeem. This is kind of a tradition. Would you like to awoo with me?
Oh.
Awoo, yes. Like a very like awoo.
Era, I swear. Let's see who redeemed it.
Are you ready?
All right, let's go.
3, 2, 1. Awoo!
Oh.
I can't
There you
go
go.
too loud. It's
Me
already
either.
12 for me.
Everybody in my house is gonna just be questioning what's going on.
The cuties have arrived in chat.
I think my noise filter thought it was noise and just filtered it.
What would the ultimate game from your favorite franchise be?
Or just another DLC for Risk of Rain. That isn't the Void Fields. It's awful.
Has the choice between movies, books, and other media takes Discovery?
Hey, if it's not made by Gearbox Games, if somebody else bought it, please, anybody else. Oh my god! When I heard those news, my heart broke. I was like, we're never gonna get a DLC out of this again. Oh well, it's pretty fun anyway.
One, come, bite back, one. Thank you for the demon for the noises. Those are definitely not fox noises.
No, it's not. Well, it's not what it does the fox say.
That's what the footer says.
God.
What is your favorite death for the moment? For the moment, with a lot of like circles around it.
What is my what for the moment?
Favorite developer?
Favorite developer?
For now.
Oh, wait, for now. I remember when I was younger, I used to love Blizzard, but then Blizzard came out with the Blizzard scandal. Ugh.
Which one?
Jesus. Too many. Too many to ask. I mean, recently, I've liked. Like I haven't played a lot of new games. I remember I used to like a lot of the Rust people, the Rust development, because I used to play Rust a lot when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And MapleStory is Nexon, but Nexon's just questionable at this point. EA just keeps releasing the same stuff over and over.
Broken. I
It's like
just
with this
about EA, it's just funny how EA releases something broken and DICE has to clean up behind them.
poor DICE. Poor DICE. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not really. I never really follow companies. I just kind of go for whatever somebody says. This is good. Many people are playing it, and then I kind of wait for a few weeks until like, and I let the hype go down, and then I go into it if it still has hype.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I went into Risk of Rain the first time. It was I didn't know. I saw a few YouTube videos for it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go in as soon as it came out, but I went in like maybe a year after because I saw most of the things were ironed out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm not gonna do any glitches, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more or less than that. Like, I'm not really sure about publishers,
Mm.
but whichever one is always fun.
Yeah. Last gaming question. If there was a game made about you, what game would it be?
It'd be a game you wouldn't be able to play on stream. Probably a dating sim. It'd be funny.
Raku dating sim?
Oh my god. I like a dress-up game. I don't know. We probably, but I know definitely it wouldn't be Twitch streamable. I'll tell you that much. But yeah,
Next.
more or less, yeah, I will go with that.
Non-streamable dating sim.
Hey man, it would have the good endings.
It would have all the good endings. Wink.
Fully customizable. Maybe just involve some quick cuts in there. I don't know. Make a portable thing so it ports out. Oh, I found I found the PS1 game. It was Siphon Filter.
Wait, let's see. Wait, I tapped out, trying to like tap back in. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Next, for fun questions. You get 1 million USD. What do you do with it?
Pay off my debts, buy a better computer, probably just buy 2 of the same computer, and then give some money to pay off for family stuff. So probably pay off the house, get help my brother out, help my other brother out, and then give a few friends a little bit of money, and then after that probably invest the rest, or just save it in the bank and just have it as a pad. I wouldn't go crazy like leaving my job or whatever, because crazy if you think it's a lot of money, but hey, when you look into it, $1 million goes really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not careful, you're gonna spend all of it.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. What's your favorite fictional protagonist? Good guy, anti-hero?
Favorite fictional protagonist. I mean, anime wise, I really like Huh. Okay, so for a long time I really liked Kira because he was just crazy. But then I really he was like a villain slash like super smart guy. I wasn't really ever into L. And the or anime wise, lately I really liked the one for the slime one. It was really funny. But like hero wise, I don't really have one, I'll be honest. I just kind of I like they're all different in their own respective ways.
Mm.
But yeah.
Next question. It's the
hmm
opposite of the previous question. Who's your favorite
They're,
fictional antagonist? Evil guy, bad guy. But remember, because they're a bad guy doesn't mean they're a bad guy.
I like the kind of villains that are evil, but for a good reason.
Mm.
It's just it's like the world has hurt them so much, but at the same time, they make sense.
A bit like
It's like,
Handsome Jack.
yeah, something like that. It's really cool. God, what was it? There was one. There was one recently. I mean, I would say like not Lex. I remember I was watching what like Lex Luthor was one of them, and I was like, nah.
Lex
But at
Luthor
the same
is
time, he's really cool though.
Lex Luthor is pretty
He's
cool,
evil.
but he's evil for the sake of evil. You know.
I know.
You know, Lex could like cure cancer, but just decides to not.
Dude, I remember there was a I forget what show literally said, "Oh, we found the cure for cancer. Great. Divide it into 100 different vials and make sure to spread it throughout their entire lifetime." I was like, "Wow, that is evil." Yeah, like something like that. That's just like like evil deeds just for being evil. Though, if anything, I liked Stewie as well. He's just kind of funny.
Yeah. I haven't
He's
watched a
not
lot of
evil. He's just
Family Guy,
funny.
but I've seen Stewie go around. It's just like evil troll, chaotic
Like
neutral, like they say.
I'd probably be the chaos. If I just wanted to spite you, I would just go to your house and unplug all your clocks. Just leave.
Yeah.
But you have to fix them.
The greatest example of Stewie being Stewie is mommy, mama, mommy, mom, mom.
Jesus, that's my
mommy,
mom's
mom.
ringtone. My mom's ringtone for all of us.
That is funny. I love that.
It's hilarious. It's like my mom literally, as soon as she heard that, because she heard it in like Telemundo here in the Spanish channels, she's like, I like that. Can that be my ringtone? I'm like, let me find it. Literally, like, downloaded it a million times.
Okay, next. I have a feeling I'm gonna keep my streak going. Which countries do you want to visit, and why is one of them Japan?
I would love to visit Japan, but I feel like as soon as I step off the plane, I'd probably get seppuku'd or something. I'll tell you in detail why. But if I get to go to a different country, I'd probably go to Canada because I have a lot of friends up there. I would probably travel to. I know I could go to Italy. That'd be funny. That'd be fun. But definitely, I would probably just like to go to Canada so I can meet up with a few friends. I have way too many friends up there, but I just haven't been able to fly up. Japan, I'd probably go to just to explore all the anime stuff. Probably go to a few red districts. Hey, who wouldn't want to go to a red district?
I mean, a good courtesan goes a long way.
Yeah. But yeah, that's more or less what I would go to.
Okay, my last question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna flip the table. It's your turn. Do you have any questions for me? I told you
Sure.
I had homework.
My question is, how did you pick a ferret as your mascot? Just out of curiosity. I always wondered.
Okay. This is always the question people ask me, which is funny.
Really?
Yeah. It's funny. But my old model, my first model, was based off on a picture. It was like a bus style. and somebody pointed out, hey, it really looks like footed, like the color scheme. And I'm like, huh, now that you say it, yeah. And when I like redesigned into momstos, like actually like became a proper VTuber, right? I I just like took the footed aesthetic with me. Like I just became a full-fledged footed.
It works.
Mm-hmm.
Looks adorable.
It is adorable. A big fluffy tail that can fit 4 fox VTubers.
Ayo. Like 4 full-size VTubers in there. Let's go.
Well, 4 fox VTubers. It specifically.
Oh, okay. Like I wouldn't be a fox VTuber at that point. I'm gonna go in your tail.
Everyone is welcome in my tail. I can carry them in my tail.
Ayo.
Just don't touch the zipper. That's a void.
What?
That's a void of pockets.
Man, I gotta read up on your lore.
No, that's just some random piece of lore that I added to like explain like something, I guess.
Oh yeah, like I said, most of mine is just loose as heck.
I was just like, you know what? Let's put Zipperman in my tail. Have like a bag of holding in my tail.
Like it's loose and coincidental at best.
But importantly, it works.
It works in the situation. Like now I have a pet Roomba. Trying to figure out how to add it into screen, but I have a pet Roomba now. The same as Panty. Best addition ever. Yeah. No. But yeah, that's more or less what I just wanted to know because I was curious. And what got you into streaming actually? Oh, we had another question.
I was bored. I had no job. I was wasting my time watching YouTube videos. I was like, you know what? I should stream.
Like I think it's like for me, I was like, so I never went on VCs with the cameras. I would always just go on VCs with just my well, I barely went on VCs. So as soon I had a model made by my model mama because I used to have a girl that used to make a lot of art for a long time. So she made a model for me just out of nowhere because she was practicing how to do live 2D. So if you notice, I have like 1,300 hours in VTube Studio. I've only like streamed for 600. The other 600 I just spent on VCs. So then after that, I finally decided, you know what? I'm going to stream. I'm going to do it. I got this. Well, that, and I was drunk as hell when I did my first stream.
That's funny.
It worked. Oh, it only took 4 full glasses of Sangria. Boy, I remember those 4 glasses. I don't remember anything else, but I remember taking the 4 glasses. The next day, and luckily remembering to turn off the stream. Lord. It's embarrassing, I remember.
I used to get very embarrassed when I got like tilted in like a game on stream.
I actually used to think that you had to be perfect at games in order to stream, but then it's more fun watching the person learn and get better. So that's why more or less all the games that I do, most of them I just go blind into it. Like all the streams I've done, like for example, Left 4 Dead I've played for a bit, but I just haven't done it in a long time. Destiny I never played before. My friend actually helped me quite a bit to get into it. Just Risk Rain, I went hour 0. Now I basically can solo a monsoon run if I needed to. We're helping we're helping yesterday somebody get like 2 different artifacts.
Oh.
It was like interesting. It was really fun. So, yes.
Kira Redeemed make me say something. Raku is stinky.
Raku stinky? That's messed up.
Seems I
Kira,
gotta keep
hey, Kira, if you want to verify that, you're more than welcome to come join me in bed later.
I will clean you first though, since you're
Hey, you.
stinky.
Cool. There. That's my answer. Just angry. Just angry raku noises. But yeah.
Any more questions?
Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I already know what you're made. I already know what you started streaming. What was the first game you started streaming with?
Honestly, I don't know. I think Fate Controller. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it was then.
And how long have you been streaming for?
Almost 3 years. I am now in my 3rd year.
Oh wow. Honestly, I'll be honest. When I first started, I wasn't even sure I was gonna make it 1 year.
The first 2 years were rough. After my redesign, everything went up. Like only got better.
Yeah, because you already had some experience from previous things.
But I didn't network Twitter or anything before, so I started taking like everything more serious.
Oh yeah, Twitter is definitely a wealth to be able to contact people, spread the word. You know, it was the best. Because if without it, then I'll be honest. I think I can contribute more or less just Twitter to just most of my growth. I'll be honest. Well, that and just because I just keep sharing things every hour on the hour.
Yeah, I noticed.
You're always gonna get a random tweet every couple hours from me.
Also, there's another raku. Are you ready?
Era, I swear. I think they clip these.
3, 2, 1. Ow!
Oh,
I'm
there.
getting a lot quieter now because I think
I have to as well.
I think somebody knocked on my door earlier.
Wake up the neighbors. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, stop.
And I'm like, God damn it, I don't know what to do now.
Be quiet. Be very, very quiet.
We're going to play Risk of Rain. It's gonna be very risky.
The risk of the rain. It's like it only makes sense to play Risk of Rain if I'm here.
I mean, you could do a monsoon run on stream and show off your solar skills, so I don't have to yell.
My God. I could probably do it. I could probably go through a whole run. Last time I did a monsoon run. It took 45 minutes.
Because I get very into my games, and I think if I make the slightest yeet, I'm in trouble with my apartment colleagues.
Oh my God.
It's past 12.
I'm so sorry. That was me. I'm sorry.
That is not your fault. That's your stupid colleague's fault.
I swear. Oh my God. Today was just. Yeah. I was late because I got called into work. God. For my boss to call me in on a Sunday, I swear. Oh well.
We could also just delay the gaming bit and do a collab some other day.
If you want. Yeah, if you want to do it, so that way we can just because we can probably get 2 more people and just do a 4-man run.
Yeah.
I'm definitely sure you've interviewed a few other people. It's really fun.
I still have to do a collab with Sharky for his momsters. So.
Oh yeah, he was here with you too. I remember. We could do a shared one.
Yeah, I didn't get to play with Sharky because I was just dead. You could just hear it in the monsters that I was just so wheezy and I had the zoomies, the tired zoomies.
I get that. I remember when I was streaming and then when I end, I literally just go, energy, no energy, bye.
Hi Sarah.
I melt.
So, like, a great example was yesterday. I streamed God of War. I did all the Valkyries, and I was at the Queen. And because I had to focus on the other six, my like brain power just like got demolished, and I just like
Power on, power off. Sound like it's a clap clap.
yeah. And I had D&D like an hour later, so like I'm like, what's happening?
Why am I falling asleep? Oh wait, this is how it ends.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Always
no,
fun.
we could do that. We can try to get if I may suggest, have you interviewed Hato by any chance?
Not yet. I have like next guest is Sophie, and then I was planning on like asking somebody else, but I don't have anyone for episode 30 yet. But I was planning to get Hato sometime.
Yeah, yeah. If you get Hato, then you could just merge all three of us, and we could do a run together.
That
We
could
could
be
plan that
fun.
out. That'd be interesting. Yeah. That'd be fun. Definitely.
That would be
But yeah,
fun.
I know I came in a little late, so I do apologize for that. But
It's not your
it's
fault.
been really fun.
It is not your fault. Don't worry about it.
Like, the show must go on.
Any other questions before we end?
I just wanted to see if anybody in chat has a question. Actually, maybe. Dude, that was a fun stream, by the way, despite your loss of sanity and brain power. A.
Not that I will. Are you ready?
All right. Why not?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, woo!
So many.
I have so many questions that we will be here for 4 hours. Jesus. Like, Ludi, write them down. Write them down. Maybe when we'll be playing Risk of Rain, you could just ask all of us.
During the chaos, we answer.
It's like every time you die, you answer a question.
If you're a worm and I'm a worm, love. That's the answer to that question.
It works.
It worms.
Huh. But yeah. That was nice. That was nice. I love it.
Very nice.
Do you have anybody in mind you're gonna raid?
I am thinking, looking. Ooh, I have a friend. They're called Persimmon. And they're doing Ender Lilies. That looks interesting. Let's
Yeah.
rate them.
Let's go. Let's go.
Also, it was really fun. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
always.
we didn't get to like play a game, but like circumstances happen and like.
Yeah, I wish I could have been here earlier. Jeez, I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Oh, shit, I'm breaking you. Do not take that out of context. Whoa. No, thank you for watching this stream.
Always fun.
It was really fun, and I'm gonna hit you up for like the collab.
Definitely. Let me know, and then we can coordinate it all together.
Yeah.
Hopefully by then I have my other computer up, so I can do a better streaming. Because last night was super laggy.
Hello. Don't forget to put it rain. I'm breaking your ass to the God, if somebody clipped it, that would be really funny. But
Oh boy.
good luck with that when I'm raiding.
That was fun.
It was really fun. I like